So this is where we left off. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure to click on the top right of the screen right now. But if you're here for part 2, here's where it's gone from where we left off. I said, "Who are you, huh? Answer me now, please." They said, "No longer confident, are we? Now you're begging." I said, "I suppose so." They said, "Would you like to play a game?" "Aren't we already?" Nicely done. A game within a game, then. Indeed. "What do you want to know?" Reasonable questions, of course. Then I asked, "Age, and do you know me in real life?" So a number, and yes or no. They said, "Are those reasonable questions? How about you first?" Then I asked, "That's up to you, isn't it? Also, if I don't know what is reasonable and what is not, I think it'd be best if you'd just tell me what is and isn't reasonable. But before you do that, I'd like to ask you something. Would it bother you if I blocked you? Patrick." So I said Patrick because I looked up the number online and I found a Patrick Matthews listed on 2 websites, and that's where I cross-referenced it. Thank you to Lee Jerv for the tip. Then I asked, would it bother you if I blocked you, because if they were pranking me, that would bother them if I decided to block them, but they didn't respond to it, and they said, "That's the beauty of creating your own game, your own rules." And then I said, "Rules must be known to be followed." Then they asked, "Have you ever played Mao?" Then I said, "I was actually going to ask that. This leads me to believe you are someone I know. Yes, I have played it, if you don't already know." They said, "Don't try to get inside of my head. It won't work. You will only know what I want you to know. We only ever know what other people want us to know." They said, "No, but that is not the purpose of this game. Would you like to continue this game?" I didn't respond for nearly a day, and they replied back, "You're testing me. Never try that again. You only know what I want you to know." This is now 2 days after it began. This is 1 day ago. Are we sticking with the analogy of Mao? I guess so. Then I said, "In Mao, the end goal is not a secret, only the means to that end. If you don't know what Mao is, it's a game in which a person makes up the rules and new players need to figure out the rules by process of elimination." Then I asked, "What is the end goal of our little game here?" They said, "Well, Ryan, that is for me to know, and for you, if I allow it, to find out. Did you ever think that I was Chris?" They said, "No, you tested me. You don't get to ask any more questions. I will control our little game." Then I said, "Go for it, but be careful what you ask. Some things cannot be answered." "Stop. I don't want anything from you. I know you want something from me, don't you? New game. You can ask whatever you want. I will answer only what I want to answer." I said, "Do I know you?" They skipped the question. "Did you ever think I was Chris?" I changed my mind. I'll answer your first question. You know me now. If I say yes, you are not allowed to go around asking everyone you know if they are pranking you. Then I asked, "How can you guarantee I won't?" Figure yourself out of that one. What did I say about testing me? You don't know who I am, but you know that I can figure you out. I have ways, many ways that you don't have a clue about. I said, "Give me a clue then. I've tested you. Act. Show me your ways." "No, you are not allowed to take control. You're being quite circular. Don't, Ryan." "I've done it." "Do you know what you've done?" "No. Show me." "No, you are smart enough. Figure it out yourself. If you want a hint, I may allow it. Check your Discord." "Discord? Nice try." "I see, that was another test. Another trap." My guess is that if they didn't know what Discord is, this is someone that I don't know online. So yeah, I'll take a hint. They said, "Sorry, you don't get a hint. You tried to test me, again. New game. I ask questions, and you answer. At what time I want to." I said, "I won't answer a thing until I get one answer about you. If you disagree, I suppose we can just be done. Up to you. Fine. We have a deal. Ask one reasonable question. Reasonable question being something you would answer if I asked you the same. Give me a minute to think. Take your time, Ryan. Okay, let's try this. If I figure out who you are, will you tell me? Let's try it, on my time. Okay, I'll take a few at a time. Alright, are you going to start? I said, Thing is, if I give you names, the more you'll be able to know about me. I think that's why you agreed. You're thinking out loud. You already agreed. What's done is done. Now are you going to start? What you are seeing now is me asking if they are specific people. You see, Patrick Matthews, that's the name I found online. They said, this can go on for days. You have 12 more names. Choose them wisely. You have until tonight to give me the rest of your names. I kept guessing names. If you want to risk it, then yes, they count. No, you have 59 minutes left. You have 20 minutes left. Then I said, I have 2 minutes left. I didn't want to give them any more names because they would lead to me. Then, 6 minutes after I sent my last message, it looks like I'm out of time. Then I sent the taken phone speech as a joke, and then I sent the storytime video that I made last night. I said enjoy. You commented on the video. They said yes, and I'm subscribed, waiting for part 2. I said Patrick Matthews, Kent Street, Salem, New Jersey. That's the address I found online. I've been to Salem. Did you get my name off a registry list? They said, amateur. Do I seem amateur to you? Then, at 9:11 a.m., they asked, How are you, Ryan? I was in school, and I replied, I'm fine, and you? They said, I'm doing well. What are you doing? School? I said, yes. What about you? I was going to give you a large hint for figuring out who I am. Then I said, yes, please. They said, no. I changed my mind. You waited too long to answer me. I will give you a hint, but it won't be as helpful as my other one. I said okay, again still in school. I notice you only text between typical class periods, but yeah, I'll take the hint. You'll get the hint whenever I want to give it. I text that way for you. You think your stalker doesn't know your school schedule? Then I gave the phone to one of my friends, and they replied, Do you realize what power I possess? As me. My friend, I do not believe you truly know what I can do. Stalker or not, I will find you, and I will kill you. They replied, Don't test me, Ryan. I don't care how much power you think you have. Then my friend suggested I write, The question is, how much power do you think you have? The person replied and said, Stop! I know how much power I have. You will not make me second-guess myself. Then I said, That's a bit vague. They replied, Good, you're doing what I want you to do. Then I said, That's vague too. They said, That's fine. That's also vague. Keep second-guessing me, and you'll lose your hint. Then I asked, What do you want me to do? They replied, Exactly what I want you to do. Then my friends suggested I write, Okay, I did it. They said, No, you're lying. You are one stupid message away from losing your hint. I apologize. I am close to forgiving you, they replied 4 minutes afterwards. An hour later they said, I'll be nice. When do you want your hint? At a reasonable time, of course. Answer now, or you don't get to pick. You have until 5:15 p.m. to answer. Then I said 4:20 p.m. as a joke. They said, Would you like me to blaze it? I didn't understand, and I said, What do you mean? They said, Don't worry about it. They replied later at 3:06 p.m., I changed my mind. The hint must be before 4:01 p.m. Then I said, Fine by me. 3:20 p.m. then. No blaze it. They said, Okay, do not make jokes with me. I don't tolerate them. Then at 3:24, 4 minutes after they would have given me the hint, they said, Do you not care for my gift? I'm sorry, I didn't remind you. I know. You may consider yourself reminded, or did I miss the opportunity? No, I will still give a hint. Hint. I am your neighbor. Then I guessed a name, and they said, do you know what neighbor means? Also, why did you assume I am male? Because the name I suggested was a male name. Then I said, because I have no similarly aged female neighbors that I speak with. They said, you can interpret the word however you want to. They're speaking about neighbors. Then I said, it depends. If you're taking a Christian point of view, it could be anyone, but from a literal point of view, someone that lives nearby. Then they said, in all caps, you interpret it how you see best. They gave another hint. Neighbor should suggest that you know me. I guessed another name. They denied it. I guessed 2 more names. They denied both. I guessed another name. They denied it. I guessed another name. They said, I'm someone you might not suspect. I guessed someone's sister, 4 more names, another person's sister, and 6 more names. They said no to all. Then at 3:50, they said, enjoy your violin lessons. Talk to you afterwards. At this moment, I was in violin lessons. It had just begun. I got the message on my watch. I replied, holy crap. Thanks. After violin was done, I guessed another name. They denied it. Another name. They asked, how was lessons? Then I said, they was good, to mimic their grammatical error. I guessed another name. They said no. Are we playing the guessing game? When did I say we could start a game? I've given many hints. I want something in return. I guessed another name. They denied it. The guessing game is over. I want something now. What do you want? No guarantees. Well, I want you to figure out who I am. I'm someone you will never suspect. Ever. Then I said, I'll enlist the help of YouTube and Reddit. I'll make the next video as soon as I get home. And that's what I'm doing right now. Good. I'll be waiting. I hope you figure who I am. I would hate to have to show you. And you would hate for me to show you too. Trust me. I replied, I was going to say that. Okay. An hour and 15 minutes later, they said, I still want something from you. That was 2 hours ago. I have not responded. This is a currently developing story. No messages have come through since the one you're seeing now. I want to figure out who this is, so the phone number is on the screen right now. Do your best to find out who this is and leave your suggestions in the comments below. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment. Hi, Patrick.